Okay, so this will be the third tutorial. I think it's also probably the first one that I haven't said, and we're back. So I'm pretty glad that I managed to cut that habit out, at least partially. So what we're going to do is, firstly, we're going to just run the app. Assuming, if you've just come back to these tutorials, remember to open up your virtual device. You can either do it through AVD and just click on the play button, or if you want, just click play here, and we'll see what happens. Taking a bit of time, but yeah. So this is a running device, but we can also launch one, which, as you already know, I've already got one launched, so we don't need that. So we'll just click OK, and it's going to run. So we'll hop over here, and it's already run because it's a very small program, and it just needs to pop up. And yeah, so we've got the Hello World. Now that's all we've got for this part. Don't worry about it, just leave it running in the background. We can actually take a look at this. And this is the logcat. It just takes a while. Once you run an app, it will pop up naturally. If we take a look here, we will click back on here, and we'll hope something's going to happen when I click here. Just to, yeah, see, when you click on this bar, it's telling you that something's happened here, and error equals EGL success. We'll both look that one up. EGL success. Well, wow. You know what? I don't think this is the right one. But sorry about this. But I figured that this is something that we should all know. Java runtime sessions. EGL success means no problem. Sorry about all that little disruption, but just wanted to make sure that everyone knew what that was, including me. I've never actually seen that before, except for on this, and I've never been bothered to look at it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at go down here to the text view. Now here we are. Got a nice little hello world here, but if we click on it, it changes to @string/hello world. So what does that mean? That means that if we go to values and we double click on the strings.xml, we can see a string name equals in quotation marks hello_world close brackets and hello world. So this part here is sort of like HTML, if you have any understanding of that. That's how I related to it, because this is really the first time I've ever done anything with XML and all. So I just feel that XML and HTML are pretty much the exact same thing. It's just that they decided, you know what, we're going to make one a little bit more for web, and you know what, we need another file just to confuse people a little bit more. So we'll go back here. As I've said, this is a string hello world. If we get rid of the @ though, it's still acceptable because it's still in quotation marks, and it's just text as string/hello world. And instead of actually showing the string of what's contained in hello world, it's just string/hello world. So we need the @ to let the system know that we are referencing something in the strings.xml. A string in the string.xml. So here it's just saying that this is one of the resources that it's using, and now we're back to the normal hello world with the exclamation mark. So if you really wanted, you can change this and just hit your hand a few times, and that will pop up over here. Now what would happen if you were to put the @ first? It just disrupts everything because it's expecting a reference. It's expecting to be referenced something in the strings.xml. So yeah, we'll just do a nice little rerun of this, and we'll take a look at what exactly pops up. Now, don't be alarmed that it still says hello world here. It just takes a bit of time to load these devices, and once this happens, it should pop up pretty quickly. It still takes some time. It's just closed the application that we were running before, and it seems to be making a fool of me, but there we go, and it's starting to move, and there we go. We got the string string/hello world. So I'm not going to try to read that again. But yeah, so we'll get rid of this well, this excess part. Remember, we need to keep the string to let it know that it's a reference of a string, and then there's the name of the string. This is the reference to the string. Oh, this is telling us, this part here is telling us that we're looking for a reference. This part here is telling us it's a string, and this, on the other side of the forward slash, we've got the name of the string. And hello underscore world. Make sure all of this is the same, because I think you'll find that it is case sensitive if we add a world in here. Yes, it is case sensitive, so watch out, because that will mess you around. And I'm just going to undo that. There we go. So that's the end of this tutorial. Let you guys go, and hope to see you back soon for the next one. Please subscribe and like if you can, and if there are any issues, just send me a message.